If you are a YouTube creator and you feel like giving up on your channel or on almost anything else in life because it is just really hard and you're not seeing the results that you want, well, today I want to give you guys some ideas of how to push through the dip so you actually meet the dreams and the goals that you have for the content that you're having in your life in general. What's coming up? Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it is Wednesday. Time to give you guys some YouTube tips, ideas, suggestions, mostly advice we're going to talk about here today, like we do every Wednesday here on Video Creators. Now, it was like a few weeks ago, I talked about one of my biggest mistakes I made here on YouTube, and that was not understanding the path and the journey that you guys often take as creators. I assumed that your path often started with like a straight upward line over time, where you started and it was just like awesome, but I was very wrong, right? And I talk more about why I made that mistake and everything, the implication it has here for this channel. But I want to help you guys think through how you can push through this dip that we talked about in that previous video, which I'll link up around here below. Definitely go check it out because it is the kind of a context for what we're going to talk about here today. So this is kind of the emotional path that I feel like a lot of creators, and this doesn't have to do just with YouTube, the context here that we're using is YouTube, but applies to almost anything, is, on the feel bad, feel okay, feel great spectrum. You start off on this project, in this case YouTube channel, and you're excited and you get through this honeymoon period, and over the course of time, then it starts dipping a little bit, you start feeling uncertain, then you start losing confidence, you start just feeling a state of confusion about what am I doing here, and then depression of like, this was supposed to happen, this was supposed to work, because I see so many other creators, they make it look so easy, and then you get down here and you're like, I just quit. And this, unfortunately, is where most creators stop, right? Like here. And so what happens here on my channel, you guys stop watching Video Creators, you stop investing in your channel, different things like that, because the goals and the dream you had for it don't seem attainable. But let's talk about what happens if you keep pushing through that. And we're going to talk about some practical ways to do this. But if you keep pushing up, you have this like accepting stage where you start becoming accepting of like, okay, this is hard, this is difficult, but I'm not going to let it stop me. And so you start exploring new ways, new ideas of how you can maybe improve and grow and acquire the skills that you need, things like that. And then you start testing the new things that you're exploring. You're like, oh, I'm learning some things now. Like, this is why this happened. I get it, And then you start having this right here, new confidence in your channel and your work and the projects you're working on, and then you can really start taking off. All right. So this is the journey I want to help you guys take here on this channel, Video Creators. No, I don't want to help you take this part actually, but just knowing that that's normal. Like, I want to see how can I help you guys start going that direction a little bit more. Okay, so let me give you guys like some 6 quick ideas, and to give credit where credit is due. I learned this isn't original from me. There's a link in the description below that goes to an article on the nextweb.com. You'll learn a lot more about this type of stuff over there. I'm just kind of summarizing it for you here. So number 1, and I did say this in my other video that I did the live hangout on air with you guys, like right after we talked about the dip, because so many of you guys are like, yes, that's me, which is a great hangout on air. Pop up around here, go check it out. Definitely, like check it out, totally. I say that because a lot of you just skip over that type of stuff, but I'm telling you, like, it's worth your time to go watch. So this is number 1, have a bigger purpose, and this is the main thing. Like, this is so key. Like, you forget all the other ones. Like, that is the biggest thing, because a lot of creators, they start YouTube. Their goal is actually like popularity, or hey, I heard I can make money on YouTube. Like, is this a really easy place to make money? Like, I've heard, and so that's their goal. And then they soon start to learn like, oh, if this is how much work I need to put into making money on YouTube, there's probably other places I can go to make money a little bit easier. And a lot of times it's true, you can, But if your goal is to like, hey, I have a message and I know this can change people's lives, and I really need to get this out there because those people need to hear what I have. Like that's your purpose. Like, this is different. Like the key word here is purpose, not goals. Like, you can have your goals, but you need to have like a vision for what you really want to accomplish and the difference you want to see it make in people's lives. And I think that when you have that, you push through here because it's not just about you. It's actually about what you're going to contribute to the world and the difference you're going to make, you know? And so I love having that conversation about purpose and vision and direction and everything. Like that's one of the main things to get excited about actually here on YouTube. But you do need to have a bigger purpose. Number 2 is you need to surround yourself with those who have done it. And so one of the things I have without even like intentionally like orienting it toward here, although it fits perfectly, is like this Video Labs course that I have, which is closed right now, but there's a link in the description below. You can, if you want to learn more about it when it opens up next year again. But that is like a small group of creators. I limit it to a small group on purpose, just so we can all go through this process together, get to know each other's channels. What roadblocks are we, each of us, bumping into? What weaknesses do we have? Like, what are we really good at? And how can we work together to all grow? And when you surround yourself with people who have done it, it's like, it's energizing, it's motivating, and it's inspiring, and it helps you really keep your eye on what's important while also giving you the training and the tasks that you need in order to climb, to get to that new confidence. So if you don't have this, I highly recommend that you surround yourself with those who have done it. I personally, in business, like I know YouTube, but the business side of everything is something I'm learning on. So I meet every Tuesday. I just reach out to some people who know business and I say, hey, can we meet together every Tuesday and just as a mastermind group and just work together on growing each other's building businesses and learning from each other and things. So definitely do that. Number 3, discover a growth mindset. And what I mean, what this means isn't just like, I think I can. This is actually, how do you view like the roadblocks that you bump into? Are those discouraging to you? Or do you see those as challenges, things to conquer, things to learn? What about the opposition that you sometimes maybe feel from other people's or from YouTube in general, or from your audience or whatever? Is that something that inspires you to learn how to do better? Or is that something like, oh, I tried, it didn't work, And so the mindset here, that is so important. Is the heavy lifting, is that just there to frustrate you and to make you feel like I can't do this and to make you tired? Or is that there to make you stronger and help you be able to go further and faster later, So that mindset is really key. Number 4 is schedule it. And this is like things that are worth doing in life usually take time and attention, and they rarely just kind of happen on their own, right? And so find times in your schedule where you're going to mark it on your calendar and you're going to make it a priority. And the best way to do this is actually to find time that you already have rather than trying to eliminate like grocery shopping or, hanging out with friends or whatever the case may be. Find time you already have and schedule it in there and make sure you have plenty of time to accomplish the task you need to do in order to have that, for you to reach the purpose of why you're doing this on YouTube in the first place. 5 is teach it to others. This is kind of a benefit for me because this is my full-time job and it has been for several years. But for you, if you have maybe you have 100 subscribers, but you know someone, you're a beauty vlogger, another beauty vlogger who's getting started who has 5, right? So come along that person who has 5 and teach them, and find ways you can serve each other that way. And then number 6 is put stakes, put like a something in the ground, like if I don't meet this goal by this time or make this happen or accomplish that by this time, like I am going to, give X amount of dollars to charity, something like that. Or I'm going to, if I do make it, I'm going to go take myself out to that restaurant. I don't know. You guys get the idea. Have rewards and stuff built in for yourself as you small ones along the way and then big ones for the major milestones also. I would love to hear from you guys, really, not just for me, but for everyone else here in this community. In the comments below, what other tips and suggestions you have for pushing through that dip to really get to the goals and the purpose that you have for your channel here on YouTube? I'm really looking forward to hearing from you guys and trying to come up with some ideas of other things I can do to help you through that. So I'm thinking about it. And if you like the whiteboard thing, I tried that again since you guys loved that last time too. So leave all those comments down below. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. We give you just training to help you grow your YouTube audience, to help inspire you, help motivate you, push you through all this. And so we got YouTube tips on Wednesdays, YouTube Q&A on Thursdays, we do some YouTube news stuff on Tuesdays, all to help you guys grow your audience and your YouTube channel so that your message does spread and reach the people who need to hear what you have to say. So thank you for hanging out with us. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.